throw on first down. This is a football week, right? Go ahead.
So how's the bounce back from the game there tonight?
You know what? I was a little disappointed today, if you want the truth. I mean, I think Denzel was great, and we had a couple guys, but we're still not, this group's got to learn to focus in and think higher of itself if we're going to be a great team. And today we practiced okay, nobody loafed, but I didn't think the focus was there. So we're going to try to readjust it by having a meeting tonight, see if we can get it back. Marv did practice the first time, practiced a little bit. I mean, I don't expect him to play, but he actually did practice and looked pretty good. You know, the big thing will be, will he have pain later? Will he have pain tomorrow? You know, is he going to have some soreness? But for the most part, I think he's going to be ready to go, for sure by next week. It's then getting him back in the playing shape and everything like that. But it all seems positive as far as he's concerned. And he actually, when he did play, he played pretty well.
What about Schilling? What do you think? You said 3 days or 3 days.
Yeah, he felt a little better in the shower the other day, moving a toe, but he's still in a boot. And I mean, I think the next time that we can maybe hope to look at him would be on the trip to California, and that's, I talked to more football people about it because they seem to get that injury more in football. That's why it's called turf toe. And he said the biggest problem is you got to get it back right because it lingers. And so we're going to, we're definitely not going to over-rush it. But, I mean, you can talk to him. He's nowhere near playing right now the way it is.
What do you want to get done before you go to California in this next couple of years?
I'd like to get Aaron Harris playing just decent. That's one thing I'd like to get done, and I'd like to get us so that we're not turning the ball over. That's the other thing. We turned it over a lot in practice today. We had guys trying to impress me. I think the one thing when you have a lot of players and everybody's fighting for playing time a little bit, I think people are trying to impress me and show me what they can do instead of proving to me what they can't do. And every time they try to do things that they really aren't great at, they show me what they can't do. So we got to just keep it simpler and hopefully get Aaron going is a big one because I think we need Aaron and then quit turning the ball over.
What do you want from him? Shot selection? Is it moving the ball?
Well, in that last game, if he shoots from there, he ain't gonna play a minute. Especially when he's not in any zone except the outer limit zone. I mean, that was, he knows it. That was ridiculous. I mean, I don't know why he hadn't done that. We talked about it the week before, but he's got to guard a little bit better. He's got to rebound a little bit better. He's got to keep himself on the floor until he gets his shot back. And he's been out a long time, and it's going to take a little time to come back, but it isn't going to help it when he's not really looking to do the things he needs to do to stay on the floor.
What's the scouting report on Pine Bluff? And does the Texas Southern loss a year ago, are you able to use that forever now?
That and the 10 losses that have happened this year, even more than ours last year. I think the number of teams that got beat this year, when a Virginia and a Wisconsin and teams that everybody thinks are so rigid and don't make those kind of errors, when they get beat, I think that shakes up everybody. These players don't remember a year ago sometimes, like they should, but they do remember last week sometimes. So Pine Bluff is a team that they're different than last year. They got 2 junior college players. They're bigger, and they still shoot it. They take shots from everywhere, and they play almost all zones. So, we haven't faced really any zone yet, or very little zone. And, we're going to have to move the ball without turning it over and the shot clock, and that'll be interesting to see how we do against the zone.
Coach, you said Deontay, last night at the show, you said Deontay was really aloof when he was taking those free throws and that it was a good thing. Are you going to eventually want to see more emotion from him down the road?
Not when it's against the guy he dunked on or something, or a shot he blocked. We always want to see more emotion from Deontay, and he's getting better. I mean, he's so much farther ahead than he was. It's just I want to see more emotion when he makes a mistake, and so that I know he knows. I don't need him pouting, or I don't need him doing this or that. I just need him to know I need to know that he knows he made a mistake, you know, and that's the kind of, in fact, in the Kansas game one time, he did this. That's, to me, that's emotion. That shows you that you're wired in and you know you made a mistake and everything was cool. So he's getting better. I mean, I thought he played pretty well on a big stage, and now it's doing that on a consistent level and keep improving on his communication skills. Makes it a little hard defensively if he doesn't communicate and call out picks and that. And that's still something he's working on to get better at.
It's getting stronger for him, really more of an off-season thing. This was hard.
No, for him, we're gonna keep working him during the season. We just think it's so valuable for him, and he's fine with it. I mean, he's got great legs, but he does not have great upper body, and but he's not soft, you know, in any way. So I think you're gonna see him improve, and you know, by the second half of the year, I think you're going to see a lot more stronger and aggressive kid.
Still probably benches more than Durant did as a rookie in the NBA, right?
Yeah. I think I don't know of anybody that didn't bench more than he did when I heard what he benched. But yeah, Deontay, I think can bench more now. You have to ask Todd that, though. Maybe not. I don't know. But he's been good. I mean, I've been pleased with him. I need a little more consistency out of Costello. I need a little more play out of Aaron Harris, and you know, Bryn's got to still continue to work on his defense. It was better. I thought maybe our weakest strength is right now is the ability to stay focused for an extended period of time, because there were times in that game our defense was so good just because they were in the right spots, and there was times we kind of lost concentration, and maybe that's one area that we got to work on that's kind of non-basketball but very important to basketball.
When Marvin comes back, are you thinking Marvin is primarily working at the 4, or do you have the versatility to kind of put him down at the wing some?
You know, we could, but I think if I move something into the wing, it'd be JB, you know, because Marv it's going to take a while for him to get back after 8, 9, 10 weeks off. So, you know, I'm going to try to keep Marv in one spot for a while, but depends how he's shooting the ball. You know, he shot it pretty well today, but if he shoots it well, we could maybe move him around a little bit. I think we're going to have a lot of guys that have some versatility, and depending what we're playing and who we're playing, and if we're in a man offense or zone, I think we'll be able to move them around some. Yeah.
Did you say you want to do more full court stuff once you get guys back too?
Yeah, I want to start picking up more and start wearing ours down and wearing our opponents down, but. You know, some of it is getting him and then figuring out where Aaron is, because if Aaron's playing, you know, then we got to get him more minutes, and which I think we will. I mean, Aaron's been fine as far as everything else, but you talk about something I hate to bring up, but you know, you missed that trip to Italy. That's hurt him a lot, and that trip was made up because of him. So that's what. You know, those are the distractions that I think you got to deal with that don't seem like a big deal. You seem like, okay, you punished them, you took care of it, but it affects our team and it affects him, and that's too bad right now. But we're paying that price right now.